viewers, welcome to our Free Cancer TV. Headline: Simon Ekpa is working against Nnamdi Kanu's release, security officials. With the recent arrest and release of Biafran agitator Simon Ekpa in Finland on Thursday by Finland security authority, new information regarding the security modus operandi of Simon Ekpa gathered through the combo of a 6-hour-long interrogation and a search of the apartment where he was arrested have become public. 247 on Robbed.com gathered through a source who claimed to have a first-hand knowledge of the event that transpired in Finland indicate the Finland authorities have information that clearly points to the Simon Ekpa as unclean. It was disclosed Simon Ekpa, who took over the realm of spokesmanship of the Biafran group from Nnamdi Kanu following the abduction by agents working for Nigerian group, decided to turn the group into something else. He went for the money. He opted for fundraising from all quarters without dissemination. Simon Ekpa was raising funds under the guise of seeking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, explained a source who claimed it was not true. It is worthy to note that prior to the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa worked under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu, who was the leader of Biafra Restoration Group. The Indian people of Biafra IPOB, Simon Ekpa was a disciple of Nnamdi Kanu. As a disciple, he worked closely with Nnamdi Kanu and was knowledgeable of the final working of the group. Nnamdi and Simon were familiar with each other. Nnamdi Kanu was known as an intellectual activist with an idealistic picture of how to materialize the restoration project. Simon Ekpa was moved, combative, and blood-minded activist whose objective was to grow IPOB and not necessarily the Biafran restoration agenda. Simon Ekpa loved the attention and the money. There were notorious disagreements between Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu regarding the issue of fundraising and other sensitive management decisions. Nnamdi Kanu was cautioned about fundraising drift. He was selected and purpose-driven, but Simon Ekpa was eager to accept funds indiscriminately. His appetite was vigorous. Simon was clearly doing it for the money and fame, not for Biafran or anything else. However, Nnamdi Kanu had a liking to Simon Ekpa, probably due to his energy and vibrancy, which Nnamdi Kanu misread to mean dedication to the cause of Biafran restoration. The militarian of IPOB, according was the making of Simon Ekpa. He wanted a military force under his command. He claimed he would restore Biafran by force in a face-to-face military combat with Nigeria. The formation of military wing would open the floodgates for funds and donations from aggrieved Easterners in Nigeria and across the diaspora. He is Simon Ekpa calculation. Nnamdi Kanu was the major obstacle for Simon Ekpa plan. Nnamdi Kanu had restrained armed struggle or formation of an armed group. However, the turn of the decades changed the direction of the IPOB as a result of the reaction on the part of the Nigerian security force against numerous peaceful unarmed demonstrations and protests by the members of the IPOB in the southeast and south geopolitical region of Nigeria. The peaceful unarmed protests, which were met with brutal force that caused the death of thousands of youth, was organized by the Nnamdi Kanu-led IPOB restoration project. The members of IPOB were killed upon mere identification by Nigerian security outfit inside school compound, churches, market square, and etc. The killing became indiscriminate. Gathering of youth persons in the southeast became unsafe and almost death warrant. Through these measures, the IPOB leader followed the turn of the dice and took their destiny in their hands to defend themselves. It became easy for Simon Ekpa to sell his wish to Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu assassination, escape from the Nigerian military attack at Afichukwu Umuahia State, sealed the military of IPOB. It took top gear as Nnamdi Kanu resettled outside the shore of Nigeria. The leash around Simon Ekpa's neck was loosened and the demeanor of restoration struggle changed. Following the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa did not hesitate to grab the mantle of leadership, and to present IPOB in a more combative manner. He was quick to declare a deadlier form of a sit-at-home order for the entire southeast region in protest against the abduction and detention of Nnamdi Kanu by the Nigerian government. He gave instruction for the enforcement of sit-at-home order. His orders were told to kill or destroy to enforce the sit at home. Through this action, the funding took an upswing anticipated. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu remained in custody of the Nigerian government. Gradually, through Ekpa's order, the southeast geopolitical region descended into a war-torn region where police stations and other government-owned infrastructures are burned and attacked almost on daily basis, while police officers and other security agencies, including politicians and government officials, are attacked and killed, all under the chaos of agitating for Nnamdi Kanu's release. All right, viewers, you have listened to today's news. Woo, Simon Ekpa. The headline says Simon Ekpa is working against Nnamdi Kanu's release. Security officials. With everything that is going on, even if you don't want to believe this report, you will believe it, because with everything that Simon Ekpa is doing, I don't see where it's going to convince the government to release Nnamdi Kanu. I've been trying to see it, but it is difficult for me to see, because you want the government to listen to you, right? Then why are you using bloodshed? Why are you using force? So with this whole report right now, there's one thing to get people to stay around you. It's another thing for you to be convinced of a truth that your aim is the same as their own aim. Because it is when the going gets tough, that's when you will know those that are for you and those that are against you. It is when the going gets tough. That's when you know people's mind, people's intention of even staying close to you. Because most people, they will be around you not because they even really want to support you, but because of their own personal interest. But you're like, they love me, can you on that? But it is when the going gets tough. It is when things start changing. It is when things become so difficult. That's when you're going to know those that are truly for you or against you. With Nnamdi Kanu being in the hands of the DSS, Simon Ekpa ordered a sit at home. Who asked him to order a sit at home? Who sent him on an errand? Who asked him? For where he decided to do a sit at home. They will obey it. They will kiniko. They will da. What he told people that are working for him is that anybody that do not do sit at home, kill, destroy. I don't understand. Is it by force? I remember the lesson they asked Nnamdi Kanu. He said he did not order it. That they should not do any sit at home for him. They should not. How will the government listen to you people with all this rubbish, all this thing killing this one? How will the government listen? How? There is no way. This whole drama, there is no way the government are going to listen. We're only suffering ourselves and the Igbo people. That's just the whole thing. Alright, guys, I've come to the end of today's news. Please do it about the comment section. Let us know what your views are. Thank you for listening.